Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are diving back into another one of those old decks that has been improved with some new pieces. That is just a deck that I love very much. So God-Pharaoh's Gift, we've already played around this card a few times already, but we got a few new pieces with Kaladesh Remastered, I think is what it was called, that are just really powerful for this. The main thing is Refurbish. 4 mana, sorcery speed, return target artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's just good. It really is. And so for 4 mana, we can bring a God-Pharaoh's Gift back from the graveyard to the battlefield. And that is easier to do than it is to do the Gate to the Afterlife plan, basically. And so that's what this deck is all about. We're trying to find our Refurbish. So we have tons and tons of card draw with Chart of Course, Strategic Planning, search for his content. We also need to put our God-Pharaoh's Gift into the graveyard. So we have Champion of Wits. These are all ways to draw cards. So, and then also put cards from our hand into the graveyard, and we basically just do that. We find God-Pharaoh's Gift, we put it into the graveyard. We find Refurbish, we bring it back to the battlefield. We can do that multiple times, and we also need to have creatures in the graveyard as well. And that's one thing I noticed about this build here. This is actually one that I took from someone else, because I didn't trust myself to not get janky building this, and so this is the better version of it. But I did notice that they're a little bit light on creatures. We have Angel Invention, which is the best creature for this by far. 5 mana, 2/1. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. It says Fabricate whenever a creature enters the battlefield. You can either put 2 counters onto Angel Invention when it ETBs, or you can put 2 servos onto the battlefield. It's usually better to do the servos because also you create 6 power, or you create more power on the battlefield. If this comes back as a 4/4 with God-Pharaoh's Gift, then it's no longer a 2/1. All of a sudden, you have a 4/4 with Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink, and Haste until end of turn. And also 2 servos that are 2/2s now. Or, if you have another one of these out, they become 3/3s. So it's just really good. Ministry of Inquiries lets us mill ourselves as well, just paying energy. This becomes a 4/4 later on, which then it's just anything that becomes a 4/4 is pretty powerful. So that's just a way to mill ourselves, get God-Pharaoh's Gift and other creatures into the graveyard. And then the other best creatures are Champion of Wits, letting us draw tons and tons of cards with this. Dream Trawler letting us draw cards as well, letting us gain more life. And so that's basically the idea of this, is we have some of the best creatures that just let us gain lots of life, lets us search for our deck to find our Refurbish, find our God-Pharaoh's Gift, and get that game plan out there. Like, this deck is really consistent in making that game plan happen. I have noticed in testing it out, though, that occasionally we just aren't finding enough creatures in the graveyard. So I do wonder, here in the sideboard, there's a few other cards that came in with it as well. Like Angel of Sanctions is a really good card that works great with God-Pharaoh's Gift to just have some extra removal. Things like Deputy of Detention could be really good. Lighter Dawnbringer. There's also just other like good 2-drops, 3-drops I'm sure you can bring in that have some extra card draw type effects. Like even like a Fibble Thip wouldn't be the worst. There's the Wall. And so those are other options that you could be searching for with this as well. But overall, I really like this deck. I think it's fun. So let's go ahead and jump to the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Up against Pootie Tang. Bring it on, Pootie Tang. All right, no real ways to be digging for a Refurbish, but we have lots of ways to fill our graveyard. So we're going to shoot for this and hopefully run into all the cards that help us find Refurbish. And I guess hope we don't mill over 3 Refurbishes in a row. But with knowing my luck, that's a big possibility. All right, Minister of Inquiries, go. Fast turn. Wolfwillow Haven. There we go. That's another good option for us to find stuff. So, player gated farmland out. Play Minister of Inquiries. Pass the turn. Four manas. Another Wolfwillow Haven. That's cool. Mind Stone. All right. Getting up to an Ugin is definitely bad for us. All right. No creatures. There's the Refurbished. All right. Life is great. We get to discard 2 cards here. So, Champion of Wits. Take action. Oh man, this is about as beautiful as it can get. I'm not even sure if we want to mill ourselves too much more. Yeah, let's pass the turn. We can mill ourselves one more time, just fill our graveyard a bit more. They don't have any black, so we should still have our graveyard stick around for a smidge. And we'll also see if their Ugin forgets that our career mana cost stays the same. Even if they do play out a Ugin, if they don't hit it for 6, instead go for like 3 here, we'll be just fine. All right, mill ourselves. They have blue mana, 4 mana held up still. Dude, we cannot hit... Did we not hit a single creature with all of that? What? Oh my goodness. Well, refurbish. God-Pharaoh's Gift. I know that we want Dream Trawler here. We can still mill ourselves one more time, actually. Do we want anything other than Dream Trawler? I guess it'd be nice to hit like Angel of Invention instead to grow these guys to be able to hit a little bit harder. So sure, we're gonna go one more time. 2 to the bottom. Digging for the Ugin, I think. All right, we found another God-Pharaoh's Gift. That's at least something. This is insane, though. How few creatures we've been able to find. And lands in our hand. All right, well, we have Champion of Wits for next turn, though, so that's something. And we got to hit harder with this. All right, find the Ugin. Don't hit for 6. And then concede. That's a lot of mana. Flood of Tears. Nice. Nice. All right, so do they have Omnipotence in hand? If they have Omnipotence, then we're screwed. Otherwise, we've got a shot. And no creatures in the graveyard. We could just refurbish here and like just about kill them. All right, no Omnipotence. That's good. That means they wasted a Flood of Tears, and they're going to have to reset. All right, so... yeah, we can't refurbish into nothing here. So Champion of Wits. Take action, draw some cards. All of our God-Pharaoh's Gifts. All right, so we got to get a creature down at some point here. Let's throw 1 Champion of Wits in the graveyard, 1 Dream Trawler. We didn't find a land either. What's going on with this deck right now? Oh, man. Wolfwillow Haven. Mind Stone. So they have to get at least 4 permanents to then use the Flood of Tears. So they're hoping to either find another Flood of Tears with Mind Stone here or Omnipotence, right? All right, well, we refurbish. Bring back God-Pharaoh's Gift. I guess, yeah, we'll play this out. Why not? Minister of Inquiries. How many creatures do we have here? The graveyard. Is it still just 1? Oh, we have 2. Okay, so next. Dream Trawler again. We got to draw more cards. Hopefully hit another land. And I think we swing with everything. Angel Invention is also not bad. Okay, draw a card. We can also discard. I forgot that we can discard with Dream Trawler as well. That's another way we can get some stuff in the graveyard. So I might throw one of these God-Pharaoh's Gifts in there as well. Has another Flood of Tears. Yeah, we still just want to discard a God-Pharaoh's Gift here just to get it into the graveyard. I want to discard Angel Invention. We can actually play that out, but not this as well. Let's throw 1 more into the graveyard. And we'd have Champion of Wits. All right. And they have the Omnipotence. They have infinite card draw. Actually, they don't have infinite card draw just yet. Let's see if they get there. They need to hit their Mind Stone and draw into it here. Yeah, the game is definitely not over just yet. They have Omnipotence, which is bad. But unless they have Flood of Tears, ways to get Flood of Tears back, and infinite card draw, we're still okay. So they need to find a Tameo, basically. And 4 permanents again. So you get Restoration. All right. Gonna be close. Wolfwillow Haven. All right, we get it on tap. That is a good sign. And they're down to 4, so we would just win, right? Refurbish. Game over. Sure, play this out. We get to bring back Champion of Wits. Swing for 4. Dude, we're beating someone with an Omnipotence. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I spoke a little bit too soon. This is where you bring in the Angel of Sanctions. Oh, that's rude. Let's see. They still could not win here. Drop a Minister of Inquiries. Drop another Angel of Invention. Yeah, Angel of Invention. Oh, bother. Okay, discard of planes. Oh, no. Yeah, I think this deck might need some counter spells in here as well. It's somewhere. Razor. Okay, that's another land. Okay, last card in hand. They have to have it. I think we can just play out another God-Pharaoh's Gift here, right? How many creatures do we have? Few. I'm not sure if I want that many things coming back right now. Let's go for it, though. Okay, Angel of Invention. We'll go wide. Minister of Inquiries. All right, swing in. They have it again. All right, resolve. No attacks. They get one draw here. One draw. What is it? Is it game or is it over? Nice. It's a land. Well, I mean, yeah. What do you think is going to happen there? The odds are still always that you draw lands. That's my experience, at least. Oh, man. Dude, I don't think I've ever beat someone with an Omnipotence out on board. That was sweet. It's tight. All right, up against Huggy. Bring it on. And lots of ways to get stuff into the graveyard. We have Refurbish in hand. This is actually a really, really good hand. So I'm going to keep it. I've decided. Ooh, except we're up against aggro. Aggro is bad. Minister of Inquiry. Ooh, that's a good card, though. Minister of Inquiries is a pretty good blocker to an extent. Unless they have the other Fervent Champion. Then we cry. We can chump just to start filling our graveyard a little bit. We're probably trying to get to this Wrath of God. I'd like to try to get at least one trigger with Minister before we start chump blocking. We need to find another white source for the Wrath. Minister of Inquiries. Pass the turn. Alright, 3 mana. Goes to combat. Swings in with both. Yeah, I think that we double block one of these guys just to start turning off a little bit. If they have a shock, whatever, we get something else out of hand, and I'm fine with that. So block. Pay, mill ourselves. That was our other white source that we needed, but we got some creatures in the graveyard. That's good. And an Annex, which makes the Wrath of God a little bit worse. Let's lead off with Charter Course. Drop a... Let's go with the Island. I prefer to have the Ipnu Rivulet here. Olive Fountain tapped. And pass turn. Alright, now let's just pray for no Embercleave. Please, oh please. Thank you, thank you. Goblin Chain Whirler. Rude. Annex is very big and mighty. So, chump here, mill ourselves, Wrath of God next turn. No God-Pharaoh's Gift still. Ugh, that's not good. We're 10 cards into the graveyard. All right. Let's go ahead and play out the planes here. Wrath of God. All right, they get quite a few tokens still out. We have to hit a way to put God-Pharaoh's Gift into the graveyard. How do we do? Oh, that's just death, huh? Yeah. All right, well, that's the hand of all hands, and we could not find God-Pharaoh's Gift, so that's just going to happen sometimes. That's how aggro goes. Up against Aheo, and I'd love to have a blue source to play Minister here. We might just cycle the cast out, though, to try to find... actually, we have everything we need. We just need more land, so I guess we keep this. Because we have a way to get God-Pharaoh's Gift into the graveyard. That's a way to get some more creatures in the graveyard as well. And hopefully find us some lands. So I think Cast Out is one of those cards that I really want against an Esper deck. But it would be nice to just still cycle here. Get our game plan going. Minister of Inquiries. We're going to go ahead and chart a course or strategic planning. We got to dig a little bit deeper this way. Without giving away our game plan. Let's go strategic planning. Island. Would love to have hit a creature to put in the graveyard there. Yeah, this is awkward. This deck is just not running like it's supposed to. Alright, God-Pharaoh's Gift in the graveyard. Now we have all the creatures that we don't want here in hand. Minister of Inquiries. Luckily, we'll be able to mill ourselves and then refurbish and hopefully have a target. And hopefully not have this countered. And just playing out Angel's Invention over and over again isn't the worst either. Last Casket. Rude. Alright, so now refurbishing doesn't do anything for us, right? So maybe we're all in on the Iplu Rivulet. Another Minister. So we can get God-Pharaoh's Gift back out into the battlefield, but it does nothing for us. Alright, Minister of Inquiries. Number 2. Pass the turn. All of our Angel Inventions to hand. Okay, holding up counterspells now. We can get this into the graveyard as well, that way. Alright. We're going to see if it gets countered. We need to go for it. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Please resolve. Champion of Wits. Yeah, if we can land the Champion of Wits here, it'd be best. Alright, they have a bounce spell. Raisenbauer. No, alright. Sweet. Champion of Wits. Now we get to put a ton of creatures into the graveyard. Yep, take action. Draw 4 cards. Angel Invention, Angel Invention. Swing for 4. Alright, here we go. 1 turn later than we were hoping for, but it's all good. Let's go with Glacial Fortress. And we're getting close to just playing these straight out from hand as well, which would be nice. It's so nice. Kai's Wrath. Alright, we're fine with stuff dying. It's not the worst. Alright, so Hollow Fountain tapped. Angel of Invention. This lets us pump our team. We're going to go for tokens over other stuff. I'm expecting them to have, like... this is one of the things I've noticed the most with this deck, is people that have... let's go counters here, actually. Let's go up to 7. Swing in. People that have Extinction Event, forget that these are tokens, but they still have the same converted mana cost. This is not a 0 converted mana cost card right here. This is a 5 converted mana cost copy that is a token. All right, hits the other Angel of Invention. That's totally fine. We get to bring it back anyway. How many cards do we have here in the graveyard now? All right, so you either have Counterspell. Yeah, so let's actually throw out the other God-Pharaoh's Gift. Get another target. Yeah, life's good. Up against the terrible person with a terrible hand. And mulligan. Keep. Yeah, we can keep this. Drop Cast out, I guess. No, actually, I guess Angel of Invention. There we go. Lava Runner. All right, get to Wrath of God ASAPly. Okay, down to 19. Scourge. Uh-oh. Scourge is dangerous. She's planning to try to find like a creature to play out here for the next turn. Search for Sconta can also be nice. It doesn't dig for any of our pieces though, right? So strategic planning, that's what we actually came to do. So grab the Refurbished to hand. Let creatures go to the graveyard. We need to find a white source as well though. I was kind of hoping that we could find that there. Shocks our face. They shock themselves, then all of a sudden we take more damage. That's so weird. Shocking themselves or bolting themselves does that much more. Well, kinda. And I think that's just game, right? Alright, we can find a Minister of Inquiries. Nope, we can't. Alright, good game. Well, how about that? Swings in, has exactly lethal. Life is bad, and we shall cry. Oh, that was brutal. Up against Needle, and Waker of Waves is the only reason we're keeping this hand. But it's a good card, so we're keeping it. Alright, they're milling themselves. I'd like to be able to cycle with this too, but let's go ahead and get it out for turn 1. Chart a course. Search for his Kanta. Let's go ahead and get that out there. More triggers with it is better. Chart, of course. Not hitting a lot of lands so far. Oh, they just haven't played it. That could let us find... Yeah, let's go ahead and go library. It's a higher chance of finding the God-Pharaoh's Gift here. We'll take creature, I guess? Or land, I mean. Minister of Inquiries could be pretty nice here. That lets us actually play it out this turn. Yeah, so Minister of Inquiries. Play it out. Pass the turn. Now we can still potentially find God-Pharaoh's Gift on our next turn and refurbish. Crackling Drake. Keel. Yeah, if we don't have anything else to do, we'll just get the Crackling Drake here. So, mill ourselves. No God-Pharaoh's Gift. In that case, yep, we cast out. I'm gonna do it now just in case they might have Counterspell or like Dive Down or something. That's the kind of thing this deck would have. Dorat. Crash through. And opt. Lots and lots of spells in the graveyard. Kept it on top. They're getting really close to being able to play Emisizzle as well, which is terrifying. What am I looking for here? A land would be nice just to be able to play Angel of Invention. I'm looking for God-Pharaoh's Gift, right? Am I able to still mill this over? So let's go graveyard with that. Do I want to transform this? It'd be nice to keep throwing stuff in the graveyard. I want to be able to play Angel of Invention too, though. Alright, draw a card. Alright, refurbish to hand is nice. Come on! How deep do we have to dig for this? A little bit deeper, apparently. All right, Angel of Invention. I can put a counter onto it, and it'll probably still just die to something with 3 damage. Let's see, what's in the graveyard again? Lightning axes, shocks. But being able to gain extra life would be really nice here. Let's put the counters out, or the tokens. I'm fine with this going to the graveyard and just chump blocking. If they're willing to let me do that, then that's fine. Although they did have crash throughs as well for trample. Okay, lava coil. So it was going to die either way, so getting the servos was better. Oh man, what is up with not being able to find God-Pharaoh's gift here? We have dug deep. Still cannot find it. Yep, take 1.5 tons. Board wipe would be nice right about now. Down to 6. All right, we need to find a land and God-Pharaoh's gift here. That's not it. Not a flyer either. And we'll put all our refurbishes into the graveyard just so they can see it, and then we'll concede. Ah, that was just rude. Rude. All right, up against Avery, 61. We have Charter Course champion, so yeah. Lots of card draw, ways to put things into the graveyard. I like it. I like it a lot. And we have a refurbish, so now we're just digging for God-Pharaoh's gift. Or lands to be able to play our stuff. So we get 4 draws to dig into it here. Actually, we get 6 because we're fine. Like the turn that we draw in as well is fine. So 6 digs to try to find land, God-Pharaoh's gift. Let's just make it happen. You can do it. Well, that's not it. Let's throw Angel of Invention. Actually, we're furthest away from Dream Trawler, I guess. Angel of Invention is still okay to play from hand, especially if we have other creatures out and they've not board wiped or anything. All right, Champion of Wits. The counterspell here would be pretty bad. We really need this to be able to draw cards for us. All right, so eliminates. So the way this triggers is actually really weird. It says that you draw cards equal to its power, and you would think that because it's gone now, its power wouldn't work anymore. But for some reason, it still does. I'm not sure if that's a bug on that or if that's actually the way it should work. So let me know in the comments below how that's actually supposed to work out. Let's drop a Minister of Inquiries and our second Angel of Invention. We didn't hit a land. That's not good. We also did not hit God-Pharaoh's gift. Also not good. It's still not a land. Champion of Wits. I think maybe Charter Courts might have been better there in getting out Minister of Inquiries. But this lets us have a good chance of finding a land. Commit. Second from the top, keeping us further away from getting good stuff. Cast out. Well, that could be good. All right, Charter Course. As negate. I'm kind of okay with them countering all of our stuff that isn't refurbish. So hopefully they don't have more of that. They do get to shuffle our graveyard into our library sometime soon, though. That's less good. All right, so they just go for it right away. And yeah, with the amount of lands that they have, they're very far ahead now. We have to dig for our refurbishes again. Fable push. Hey, they at least put a creature into our graveyard. That's nice of them. All right, so strategic planning. Do I want another Charter Course or the cast out? I guess cast out to keep us living longer. Strategic planning. All right, we got one. So bring Glacial Fortress to hand. God-Pharaoh's Gift is in the graveyard with the creature, and now we don't have a refurbish. Oh, you gotta love how that works out sometimes. Shark Typhoon. Well, let's are they gonna have a negate here? We gotta cast out the Shark Typhoon. I'm gonna go for it now, hoping that they don't have negate. I know we can do it at flash speed, but I'm just hoping that they have like a 3 mana counter spell and they won't be able to play it here. Alright, Sax Fable Passage. Not looking good for us. They have Censor, which creates a token for them. But we also have the ability to pay for it. And that's why I played out Glacial Fortress first. Resolve. Autopay. Hit the Shark Typhoon. Fast turn. Alright. Come on, Charter Course. Give us a refurbish. It'd also be nice to like get out Angel of Invention, but I think that this is better. All right, discard. Maybe let's discard. Let's see, have we played a land already? Oh, we did. I think I do want the Wrath of God. So it's between Search of Visconta and Minister of Inquiries. I can actually play this out this turn with Champion of Wit, so I guess we drop Search for Visconta. Champion of Wit. Disallow. Alright, so yeah, it was a 3 mana spell. Minister of Inquiries. Just need to keep digging for the refurbish. It might have been better to cycle the cast out actually there, but we know that there's things that we gotta hit. Alright, so this deck is gonna have Torrential Gearhulks. It's gonna have Sublime Epiphany, probably. This is like straight up Dimir control. So yeah, we're probably done for. All right, in that case, we just start going for Angel Inventions. There's Torrential Gearhulk. Into what? Censor? Disallow. Okay. Yeah. Now, Wrath of God is necessary to not be dead in a couple turns. Unless we find a refurbish off the top. And do I cycle this cast out is the question. If we find another land... If we find land, we can Wrath of God and still cast out. And so I want to be able to have that option available. We only have... This is our last cast out in the deck. Mind Stone, sacks a draw. Yeah, not going to here. All right, we can play out God-Pharaoh's Gift. Most likely countered. I'm not sure if we have many more options. I'd rather have this out than just using Wrath of God now. Now let's try for this. Wrath of God has the negate. All right, so now we have to have a blocker. So dig for Ministry of Inquiries. Found the land, and that's game. Oh man, dude, this deck is just running so poor for me right now. And that's part of the issue. Is just like if you find the right things at the right time, this deck is nearly unbeatable. If you don't, and especially against a control matchup, it just ends up being really hard to win. All right, up can Sizzmilk and keep this. Charter Course, put this into the graveyard. We have basically all the things that we're needing out of this. So play the plains, pass the turn. We may cycle that just to be digging for this refurbish quick and the other land. Ooh, Llanowar. And maybe also just for Wrath of God now. This is elves. That could be bad. Chart a course. Drop the God-Pharaoh's gift. That's a lot of not refurbishes and not card draw spells. At least not really. Alright, Wrath of God, refurbish, card draw. Creatures to put in the graveyard. No, none of those? Okay, that's cool. Alright, Minister of Inquiries. We don't have an island yet, so let's go ahead and play out the Castle Vantris. Last turn. Double Marauding Raptor, right? There are some combos you can do with that. Ooh, that's good. Alright, so this is just straight up dinos. Ooh. Alright, please give me the Wrath of God. That would be great. Do we take this or do we mill? This puts a creature into the graveyard so we can at least do something. I think we go ahead and jump. And just have to hope for... it's not the worst. Alright, this makes everything cost one less. I'm debating if I want to let them untap here so they can play something big. Pass turn. Alright, they have 7 mana. I think Gishath is 8. Bone Crusher hits us for 2. Alright, play out, cast out. Hit Ripjaw Raptor. Take 5, down to 13. We're getting close to just having Dream Trawlers as well, and playing this out main phase. That's cool too. Alright, Plains. We get to scry. Pass the turn. We're going to hold it up as though we have Settled Wreckage, though. Ah, that's bad. Alright, scry for the Wrath of God. These guys get bigger. Oh, nope, can't do that. Has to be Wrath of God. Or another cast out. And even that's not enough. Ah, come. Dude, we dug deep for that too. There's the refurbish. All right. Just can't find our pieces. That's kind of been like the story for this whole video. I'm sorry, guys. It's only 2 Wrath of Gods. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, we have so much card draw on this deck that you don't need as many copies of some things, but Wrath of God we probably need more of. I think this deck would probably work a little bit better in a best of 3 matchup too, where we can actually sideboard in the things that we need to have a little bit better matchups. That's how it always goes, though. Then they could bring in graveyard hate, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. So sorry for not posting more wins in this one. Hope you guys still enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.